Hello, I'm Kim Rooster Rossiter, and this is Spotlight Saturday, Episode 4. Before we jump into Episode 4, I just want to take a minute to say thank you. Your questions and your feedback have really served as a fuel to keep this Spotlight Saturday rolling and to keep us answering your questions and bringing the value to you. So, speaking of value, I don't want to take much of your time. That's your most important commodity. So we're going to jump right into the show. Today we have a special guest, Mike Donato from TEAM HOYT Racing Chairs, and he's going to address one of your key questions. So without further ado, Briley, what's the question for Mike?
Sierra and Jody would both like to know how to use the safety buckle on the Blade running chair.
Great question, Jody. The way to mount the safety harness on the Blade is it'll come with these type of straps here. You want to loop the strap under the head tube so it's secured to the frame here. Loop through the slots, come over the shoulder, through this underneath the T-slot here. Clip. You can adjust here with this small buckle here, and then once you're locked in, you put the foam piece on it like so, and it velcros on. And there you have it.
Dave Goldstein wants to know if there will be various race medal designs for new and repeat riders in the future.
Dave, that's a great question, and I wanted to answer it from here in the Ainsley's Angels finish line area, where we actually have a lot of the medals that Ainsley's earned and her race bibs throughout the years. The Ainsley's Angels medal that we give to our riders when they finish their first race is something so very special, and we recommend that you give this medal to those riders as they finish these races, and you do it in a way where the angel that pushed them or the ambassador can give it to them. This is the first medal that we had back in 2014 and into 15. And then here at the Marine Corps Marathon that you mentioned in your question, this is the medal we gave. And the answer to your question is the riders should bring these medals back to every race. Because once they receive their first one, then you can add pins to the ribbon. And those pins can represent those follow-on races. While I've got your attention on medals, I'll tell you, we just got these in the mail. These are the Ainsley's Angels Race Series Run With Your Heart 5K, 10K, and 15K medals. Recommend you join us virtually by going to the website and registering. And if you're an iRun4 partner, you can actually get 2 when you register. We'll mail it to you, and you can run it from anywhere, anytime in the month of March.
Lori Rossiter wants to know how athletes can be included if they are medically fragile and unable to participate in cold weather races.
The first thing that comes to mind is a bowling party. I mean, how neat would it be if Ainsley and 3, 4, 5, 10 of her friends went down because Miss Leanne, the local ambassador, put together a bowling party, and they could go to the lanes and everybody could be included. The families could be there, the siblings could be there. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to mind, and I think it's just perfect. Are there other things? Yeah, whatever comes to mind. Whatever is an indoor activity that allows for us to continue to enjoy each other's company and for everybody to be included.
Beth Marie asks, is it possible for someone to get emails from multiple groups if they are close enough to travel to those different areas?
Ambassador Beth, great question, and I want to take a minute to say thank you to you and Jen and all of the people in South Mississippi that are doing amazing things for inclusion. We're looking forward to the Ainsley's Angels race series you're going to host later this year. All right, answering your question specifically, the easiest way right now is you got to go onto the website and register for each individual ambassadorship. Now, when you sign up for a specific state, there is an opportunity to select a secondary location in that state. But if you're signing up to run in Louisiana and Mississippi and North Carolina and all over the nation, we ask you, please, you got to go and sign up with each state.
Some good advice about tire wear. To let your tires last much longer, you want to pump them before every run, every single run, training run or race. I can't emphasize this enough, to max capacity. You can read where the PSI is on the side of the tire. Always fill them to max capacity. Also, when it comes to a brake, when you're braking going downhill, never ride the brake. You always want to just slightly pump the brake. because what will happen is you could possibly wear a hole in the tire and get a blowout.
Episode 4, that's a wrap. Thanks again to Mike for joining us from Massachusetts, the heart of Team Hoyt Running Chairs, and thank each one of you for tuning in. A couple things you can look forward to this week. We're going to really be pushing our registration for the Run with Your Heart race series that's happening down in North Carolina. You can run virtually, you can run in person. Just come to the website and start signing up and get some cool medals as we showed you earlier in the show. Additionally, as we roll into week 5, stay tuned because we're going to start spotlighting our leaders across the United States. All right, y'all. See you next week. Thanks for joining us.
A young angel born with wings.